Welcome to Mindfully Integrative Podcast with your host, Dr. Damaris G. Mindfully Integrative is a podcast discussing ways toward mindfully incorporating integrative health into our lives. This podcast will have informative resources, fun topics, interviews, and discussions relatable for today with a true mindful perspective in a mind-body, holistic life approach.
Hi, how are you? This is Dr. Damaris Grossman, Integrative Family Nurse Practitioner. And today we're going to be talking about a test that I'm going to be taking, and that a test I'll be also administering in my health practice in functional medicine. Like I've discussed with you guys, I am in the Institute for Functional Medicine, and one main test that we go and do is GI map testing, which means you're going to find out what is in your gut. So unfortunately, it seems a little gross, but the test will actually be seeing different items that are going to be in the GI tract. And you test for what is a comprehensive profile. So I'm going to have to give a little bit of stool and send it off for testing. And, I'm kind of testing where I'm at so that when I go to test other people, other patients, they know what they're in for. And, you'd be so surprised between micronutrients, GI testing, overall lab work, you can find out so much. You test and you don't guess. You figure out what's going on with the inside of an individual. Is it toxins in the environment? Is it leaky gut? Is it what you put in the body? It could be a number of factors. And today for me, I'm going to do this week, I'm not going to video it, but I'll discuss my labs at a later time when it comes in after the micronutrients and the stool testing is done. So in this GI pack, I am using Genova Diagnostics, and they are going to be going over in here. First, it's the amplified DNA. It's going to be testing the blood, if there's any blood in the stool. So if someone came in and they told me they were having bloating and a little bit of brain fog, or, just sometimes of irritable bowel kind of syndromes, constipation, diarrhea, or just in general, the gut is because it's the third immune system, because everything is connected, the brain, the body, and the gut. You really want to really check out what's going on in that area. In addition, it's going to check for, is there any inflammatory markers? Is there the long chain fatty acids? Are we getting that? How about the cholesterol, phospholipids, triglycerides, pancreas, parasitics? Are there any parasites within? How is the parasites overall? There's different ones there. There is also discussion of your bacteria, yeast, and then there's other things that can be, added to this test. But, overall, what I'm getting out of it is where I stand. And then in addition, how can I help my patients so that when they go to get this administered, it may be gross, but, what is coming out and what you had put in is a direct relationship of what's going on in the body. And, a colonoscopy is just one screening that we can do to see what's internally going, to see if there's polyps or something of sorts. But in addition, the lining within the stomach, the lining in the intestines, and throughout your body, there is things that if you're not absorbing things properly, or you have an additional parasites or overgrowth of bacteria, your body needs to get free of that. So I'm just giving it a general map test. So they call it like a GI map or a comprehensive test. If you have any questions on that, I can go into that further, but I just wanted to kind of give you a heads up, and that's kind of where I'm going with. I'll give the link on that, and I'll test others and patients further. So if you were interested, let me know. All right. Talk to you later.
Thanks for listening to Mindfully Integrative with Dr. Damaris G. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss an episode. If you enjoyed our show, support us by leaving a mindful review on Apple Podcast or your favorite streaming site. If you would like to be a guest of our show or interview, email us at info@damarismaria.com. If you want to learn more about the resources mentioned in the podcast, you can find those in the show notes. To connect mindfully with Dr. Damaris G, reach her at www.damarismaria.com or connect via social media links. We appreciate your time connecting here with us. May your strength and peace within bring you more balance every day. Namaste.